hose. I wanted to replace it, but I cannot find any hoses. Kind of hard and brittle, but you know, I really should while I'm in here, but I cannot find this hose. So maybe I'll wrap it up. I don't know. Well, it looks like a lot, but it's not. Now I got the auto air control valve cleaned. It's right here clearly. So I'll put back on. All the plugs are in. They're nice and tight. It's all cleaned off. So I mean, pretty much I'm kind of disappointed I can't get that hose. I don't know if it's shortest stuff, what's going on, but I cannot find it anywhere. So you have to bear with me and do what I got to do here. And down here is where I took this out. Kind of a pain. We'll show you this in a second. If you want to bear with me, I'll maybe get a chance to do that. Right here is where I'm putting the thermostat back in. Right there she is. Basically, right in that hole. Let me finish showing you this temp sensor here. And let's see what I can do. So, gotta hurry up. Trying to have this done here within an hour. It's doable. Unfortunately, I cannot get the hose. I mean, it's unbelievable. Customer's probably gonna be upset. You know, I'm doing the best I can. Hopefully he understands. But I can't get a part. I can't get a part. I hate to put back on a hose that is not that good. Either way, let's get this taken care of. You can see the thermostat right there. It's 3 bolts. 3 bolts basically. She's right down in there. And it was bad and definitely clogged up. So I got the hoses tucked out the way. Now I'll show you that in a second. Let me go ahead and get done with the temp sensor. Here's going to be a 19 millimeter. Okay. I'm going to place your gas down here so you can see. Hopefully there's the hole for it. So make sure for every purposes that is actually pretty clean before you put this back on. Now that's not the best, so I'm going to have to give it a quick squirt with some brake cleaner. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Let's get this done. All right, so I'm gonna give it a quick squirt with this brake cleaner. Here, guys, gonna have some light. We both need light. Here we go, got the light. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna show you all real quick. Pretty basic. I got a kind of nifty tool. Yeah, I probably won't have it, but 19 millimeter socket, you should be able to do the same thing. It's not anything crazy rocket science here. But I'm going to try to make it so you can see without me getting all in the way. So there you go. Can y'all not see the hole anymore? Of course not. I knocked you out of the way. But it's always something. I got to hurry up. So regardless, now you can see the hole. Okay, cool. Dang on it. It's enough brake clean to get a little bit and everything. There we go. That's all I needed with a little bit. And I got it to go. So there we go. Damn, wipe that out of there. Give it a quick wipe. That's all we really need to do. Make sure the surface is clean. Here's where it goes on the back side of the motor, and the PCV valve is literally you're laying on it. So that was kind of tough to get off. I think it was a 23 millimeter. This is actually going to be a 17 millimeter, I believe. So, no, it's a 19. Sorry about that. Here's a 19. My bad. All right, so 19 millimeter. I was right the first time. Now, basically, I'm going to take my hand. I'm going to go in it first with my hand. Put it back in my hand first. Very gentle with these guys. Do not make this mistake. These will snap like pencils. Had several snap on me. Before in the past, and I'm really careful now. Now, this is a really tight spot to get to, so more than likely, you're going to snap it if you're not very careful. But these are pretty cool ratchets here, so I'm going to put it back into tight position. I'll show you the ratchet when I'm done. Anyway, there's plenty of leverage on this ratchet. Make sure you get it all the way around everything and all the way down. You want to get it caught up on that lip, like I said. You don't want to over torque this at all either. It's very mild pressure. Just enough to crush down that washer is all you need to do. So we'll get that around there. There we go. I'm just going to gently turn it. You probably won't have luxury of having this ratchet. I'm just giving you a heads up. If you don't, very careful. pretty nifty little ratchets, but I don't know if this is even maybe easier to shoot the socket, really. It's pretty tight, but I gotta have it tighter than that. I know that. Don't want to break it, and I gotta have the right type of leverage. I don't like this leverage. So let me get one hand back here and hold it while I do it. And we'll see how this feels. If it don't feel good, I'm not gonna be using this tool. Don't want to break this sensor, that's for sure. So basically, I'm gonna rest my hand. We're going to turn on my hands being rested slightly. There we go. It's a little nicer. Don't like how that feels. So you know what? Let me show you this tool I'm using. It's pretty cool, but like I said, it may be tight enough, but I don't like it. I can't get a good leverage. This is a pretty nifty icon / snap-on tool. Definitely would do the trick, but not at that angle. So I'm gonna get me a 19mm socket and play this safe, guys. I don't want to mess this up. I should be able to get this cranked out, but I gotta rock and roll. I want you guys to see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try this. Probably easier, but I'm gonna go and do a deep socket. I truly am. I just don't feel comfortable doing it that way. And I know I can get it with the deep 19. That's not gonna be a problem there. So, get my daggone 19. Where we at? 3/4 probably would work, but no, I want a 19. All right, I like to use right here, 19. This should be perfect now. Got my ratchet already out there probably, but I'm gonna get my new rain gun actually, because I feel more comfortable using this guy. Back in the back of it, especially. So let me go ahead and show you how I'm gonna tighten this guy down. Just because I don't like how the other one feels. Now this is the same socket that snapped everyone the other day, so very, very careful here. You don't want to be torquing away on this at all. Barely any type of pressure. I'm just gonna show you pretty much what I'm doing. Get an idea. Make sure you're tightening, not loosening it. Make sure it goes all the way around that hole, which it may have some trouble. Don't bend on it, whatever you do. It's very easy. Hope I don't break the leg. One thing showing you not to break it. But it is very tight. So I may have to, oh, I got it on there. Okay, so I have to see for myself. I'm losing my own light. Don't want to pull on anything until I get a hold of this light. Definitely want to turn it until I can see it. I got this far. So last thing I need is to break this damn sensor. And they like to break. Trust me, I've broken a couple. Because they're not much to them. Alright. Definitely feels a little nicer. Sure, we're on there good. You need to get that crush washers on. That's all we need to do. I can't even get the damn ratchet on there, although that's the crazy part. Okay, make sure you're on there to all the way. You're fully on there. Which I don't know if this will even let me get on there fully, so I don't know if I should use that at all, actually. I don't like this either. Dang on, things in the way. And get that out of my way will be okay, but I don't like this. I'm telling you now, this is dangerous stuff. I'm gonna have to use a 19mm socket. I'm just a regular ratchet, I guess, if I can't get this to do it. There's no room. And this stupid little piece right here, I probably could remove that. I probably should have left the daggone PCV off of there until I was done. Kind of dumb, that was my stupidity. You know what? We're gonna fix that though, because instead of breaking stuff, we're gonna fix the problem. This is in my way. We did the PCV valve the other day. Get this out of my way, because this cannot be in my way. Don't know why I would put that back on. I think it would be an issue. It's always something, man. I swear to God. I'm going to gently squeeze it with my hands. It should be pretty loose. All right, got it. Man, that takes some finger strength. Now look, that is out of my way. That's your major issue. All right, so now we got much more clearance. And on we can go. We should be able to go on, no problem. I hope. Get that on there. There we go. Now that was a nice tight go around. Make sure we stay flat to that surface. That's key here. Just give it a tiny little twist. We don't need a lot. Like I said, this is a big ratchet too. Can't even tell really. I don't like this at all. But it's got to be somewhat tight. Okay, that's as tight as I'm going with it. Are we still intact? I believe so. All right, now I will check it with my other 19 I had. See how she looks down there. You want to see her? Kind of a pain in the butt, I'll tell you that. But she's definitely on. I don't know. Trying to see where that crush washer's at on there. I'm gonna see if I can't torque her with just a little ratchet. See if that helps at all. But Very light, guys, very light turns. It will break that sucker off any pencil if you're not careful. And now we just check it with this. I probably could have just used this. But I was seeing what I liked better. Definitely didn't like that one wrench, that's for sure. I'll leave that there for now. You know what? I'm gonna have to just rock and roll here in a second, so. Give me a second, I'm just gonna check it with this. I'll get the trick. All right, let me just check it, guys. I'm gonna use the open-ended side of this side. And we're just gonna check it, okay? So, I gotta get this done. I don't have time to play. So, make sure I got a little bit of a grip on it. We're just gonna snug her up. Make sure she's snug at least. Like it's still, like I said, not a lot of room to play, even with this ratchet tool right here. Not much room at all. Maybe the other side you go at it, but there's really no other way to go at this thing. I'm telling you right now, it's just a pain in the butt. This should do right here. Just make sure I think she's snug enough, but like I said, I don't want her leaking. I can always tighten her later, but it's easier now. Oh, she's not even close to snug, I don't think. Nope, I'm gonna have to go out from the other side, maybe, guys. I'm gonna have to try that. Let me get on the other side and try to snug her up over here. I just don't know. Much options, not much freaking room in this car. Golly, one pain in the butt sensor. Tell you what, don't do this at home. Just leave it alone. Another job to do if you don't know how to get to it. I gotta get my ladder too. This is ridiculous, man. Okay, well, I'll be back. Like I said, be gentle with it. Honestly, exactly what I'm gonna do. Just be easy and cautious. Tighten her down to like crush washer crutches. But I can't do this, like I said right now. I can try to flip this around, that's about it. If this don't work on it, I'm done. I gotta do this on my own, concentrating, so. I don't think this will even go around the top, maybe. It might not, but we'll see if it does. If it does, great. I don't like using these. Oh, it actually went pretty good. Let's see. See the angle, I don't like that angle. Just not an angle I like to pull on these sensors with. So, you can drop her down now, look. Let me see. As long as you're on the actual sensor, you're okay, but you gotta be on that sensor is what I'm saying. I think we're tight enough, honestly. Nope, we're definitely not tight enough. I can't even tell how damn tight we are. Because this is how this stupid wrench is. Anyways, before I do some damage here, I'm going to leave this alone. I've got to go out from the other side, I'm assuming, just to try to tighten it, but I don't got time to keep screwing around. Let me show you all the thermostat. If I can get like this, let me see. Hang on, I may actually be able to get it over here. If I can, I'll be fine. All right, so, no damn room. Shit everywhere. Good Lord. Ah. Okay, so, try this one. Gotta have this done. This is getting ridiculous, dude. It is all freaking supply chain problems. It's crazy. There's just no room in this damn thing. All right, that's how tight as I'm going. I believe it's pretty tight. So you can see I was able to get to it. I kind of had to go in at this angle and get down from this way on this part of the car. Go over here behind that wall, okay, to get it on. So that looks good to me. I mean, if I have to tighten it down, I can, but it definitely has some more turns on her. I got that thing crushed. That's the main part of it. And I will check it to make sure you look good. It's not that tight of a sensor. Like I said, the crush gasket does most of the work. It just is nice to be able to check it. I can't get any type of torque back there to even see. All right, let me see here. I think we're good. Crush washer looks crushed. That's the main thing. Now, if I can go on with my other side, we just open in here, that'd be nice, but I can't get over there. That's only good. That's the only problem I have, guys. Let me see if I can get over here and do it. There's no room, like I said. No room at all. Maybe I can get in like this. Hopefully, we can get back there. I just want to snug her. I can't even tell. But all this crap's in my way. So, this is what you're going to run into on these newer Pathfinders. Pain in the butt, man. All right, either way, we're about done here before I end up really messing something up because I'm getting stressed now. I'm irritated. Very irritated with this stupid thing. Just want to make sure she's snug. I just want to check it, honestly. I can't even get a good grip. Make sure she is tight without breaking it, bro. All right, that's as tight as I'm going. She's tight enough. If I have to check it later, I can. That's how kind of how you got to get it there. Here's the old one. Definitely looks bad to me. Hard to really tell, but she looks shot. So if y'all can see that. I mean, you can see the corrosion and everything else on it. So either way, that's done. Got your little clip that goes back on it. I had to move all that out of my way a second ago and kind of bend that metal piece just to get there, but it bends on back there and that goes right in here and clips in. So that's all you got to do for that. Now I'm assuming that little line right there is supposed to line up or something, but has a little mark on the new one. But who knows? Looks fine to me. So I'm gonna push this guy back down. What happened was she overheated and broke these two lines, so I'm being real careful with these lines too. Now if I can get it back on there, we'll be all right. Different story. Can't even see. All right, there we go. So it just plugs in just like that. Can y'all see me? No, worst camera guy ever. Right there. Just plug it right back in the hole. I'll see it like this, maybe a little better. Yep, there you go. Here's my hand. See it? Just push it down. Click. Back into place. Make sure it clicks. So there you go. We're in there. So that's good. Remember, put this back on how it was. That was a pain to even get in my way. Usually that's be facing the motor. Check for cracks. Make sure there are no cracks. Always glance this hose over good. It's a shame I can't fix the hose I want to. This was the one thing that was leaking. This is definitely probably bad. So I'm going to make sure that it gets out of my way. And let's get rolling real quick. Want to see the thermostat while I'm at it? Well, why not? I'm going to slide this back on. That's a PCV valve, if you want to know. Right there, right above your other pain in the butt sensor. So pop that guy right back on there. You should probably use some pliers, but I don't need to. I've already done it enough and lubricated it myself when I did it. So I'm going to adjust it later. I'm going to slip that part back a hair. I got pliers for that. I'll adjust that in a second. We got other stuff to do. So, all right, on to the thermostat real quick. The main part is showing you how this part comes off. It was kind of a little bit of a pain, but not too bad. So, all right, I'm going to give it a quick wipe down there. Nothing major. You know, just so that when you make the gasket back, you don't have any issues is all. Crap out my way before I lose that too. Jesus. All right, so take my light, take a peek down in there, give it a quick wipey, and then we're good to go. See, I got all my airbox out, everything when I did this job. I always like to make life easy, not hard. So wipe down this mating surface very well. The mating surface, and then once that's nice and clean, you should be able to get this guy back on fairly easily. I got plenty of room down here, you can tell. I mean, from how it came off and all that. It actually gave me plenty of room, so. All right, so that's pretty clean. That's the main thing. You don't want any residue causing issues. You have all kinds of little other parts coming off. Get the crap out your way. All right, looking good. And I'm gonna show you this fan shroud. It actually disconnects in it's kind of a weird way. Here, when it goes in the bottom, if I'm correct. Just like this. Also onto the fan assembly. And of course the lettering will face you. And this hooks to the bottom. All right, look at here. Let me show you. So this hooks to the bottom. It slips into, I believe it's these little pieces right here. That's where the hose. So anyway, I'll show you. If you want to wait 3 seconds, I'll throw the thermostat back in. I'll show it to you. If not, that's cool too. Alright, I got my pliers to my nice icon, and we're gonna put this gasket back on. Basically, it's a sticky type gasket they give you, so I don't know if y'all can see that, but let me show you. Basically, you got a stick type gasket, so basically you're going to pluck these little ends off, and usually what I do is I'll mate it on first, or vice versa. So, I believe this does peel off, not 1000%. Should be able to peel that right off of there, and it should be sticky. Yes, I believe it is, so bear with me. Now, yes, which side do you stick to what? Good question. should be automatic fitted, so kind of hard to do with gloves on. That's why I usually don't wear gloves anymore when I work on cars. Such a pain, but hey, I'm trying not to mess my hands up. They really been getting sore the other day. Wah, right? That is what it is. Busted my knuckles 3 or 4 times. After that, you're like, you know, you can wear them, but if I gotta pull it off, I will. Or use the old teeth for 3 seconds just to get the plastic part started, and there you go, voila. So now, it's only going one way. So now, I like to mate on the here. That way you can see what you're doing. You don't gotta worry about nothing, okay? So basically, when you mate it on like this on outside the vehicle, it'll save you some time later. Make sure this leans more towards the inside than the outside, of course. Now most thermostats, I always say, remember how they come off this one? It's only one way. You really don't gotta remember so much. Just don't screw it up. How you gonna screw this up? I don't know. But I guess there's a way to screw something up all the time. Somehow there must be. Somehow, some way to do it. Somebody can figure it out, I'm sure. Let's see what happens. What you think? Rest your pain, maybe? I don't know. It ain't gonna happen that way. So let's chill right here, I guess. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Maybe it'll film me. I don't know. This looks pretty good. If you can't, oh well. Did the best I could for you. Alright, so this one hose goes up top. Just like so. And it's kind of a pain to get through with the fan on, but hey, that's the way you should do it. Just trust me when I say it. Now I like to go ahead and we'll start these each all the way in. Thermostat was bad, by the way. I'm a little concerned over that water pump, but not a lot. Now, get the bolts on there when you go. And when you go in, that way you always make the gasket like this. Let me show you why. Because watch how easy this will make things to reinstall. Well, easier, of course. So you start them with your hands. You get one going. Cool. You got that one. Do the other one. Right. And then once you get them tight, you can with your hand. Finish off the ratchet. So there's really only one way. And then you got to slip the hoses back on. So, yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple. The main thing was that fan shroud I wanted to show you. That was it. But I'll probably get a way to put that on anyway until I get this top of this motor back on. So I may do one more little piece. I'm gonna rock this motor out. I'm just gonna tighten these down. Well, that's how that goes. You see how I did that pretty quickly? You take it with your hand, kind of give it a jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. It'll help you out. All right, so I'm going to rock this out. I'm trying to have this done tonight in 2 hours. This is the plan. Don't know how that's gonna work, but we're gonna see. I think I can do it. It's pretty easy from here on out. Temp sensor was kind of a pain. And just over checking and overlooking everything. Make sure you don't screw something up. You know, that's the main thing on here. Hopefully I don't get a misfire from these stupid coil packs that he didn't want to do them and I don't blame him. Well, I wouldn't have done them either, so. Totally understandable. They're not bad. Maybe, I mean, I might, if I had plenty of money, I would have done the 3 covered up probably, but really, it's not that bad to get this off. I mean, once you figure it out, it looks like a lot, I know, but it's not as bad as it seems. All right, so you get these hand tight for the most part. That's how you know. It's kind of, I'm glad, you know, I'm kind of showing this because there really is nothing out here to show you anything on here anymore. Not to do anything on these cars. It's kind of crazy. I was kind of befuddled by it. Oh, my gloves caught it. Don't do that either. Stupid gloves. I was just telling you. I don't wear them that much anymore because they're a pain in the butt. Now they're getting caught up and everything. Craziness. It's just crazy. All right, so there's 3 bolts. So you get them hand tight, you can go ahead and do your thing. Don't break that thing while you're doing this because it is a pain in the butt and it's going to be in your way. Just trust me when I say that. Just get them tight as you want with your hand. And do this all day long. I just like to do as much as I can with my hand because there's not much room in here to really work. About a fan, so if you can use your hand to do it, great. You just get a real good start on the bolts. That'll help you out. And plus, you don't want to torque these down very much at all. Talking about limited torque. It would help them go in the right direction. Jesus Christ. I swear to God. I was going the wrong way to get my damn hand out, my glove out, and then I kept doing it. All right, here we go. So, that's good. Jesus H. Christ. All right, so, that's tight, that's tight. This one's pretty tight. So, like I said, hand tighten also helps with the gasket going on. So, it's about as tight as we gonna go with that. Until we get the wrench and grab a 10mm and torque it down. Got that? And later on, I will show you that permanent code. You gotta get off this call. It's a permanent code, green and black code I call it, on these Nissans that don't want to come off ever. So I will show you that as well. Hope you all hang around long enough. Is that my 10? I believe so. It's my 10 right here. What I'm gonna do actually is use my extension. Small extension, I believe. When I did this, it helped out quite a bit. So pop it on. We'll just tighten these guys down. That's maybe get a double extension possibly for this one. Can't remember how I did it, but I don't think I used to. I can't remember. So make sure you're on the right boat and get her going. So let's see. Yeah, you can almost do that. That's what I said. You usually want to grab it. Go the most by hand until it's tight. If you're on the boat, of course. I ain't gonna do no good if I'm not. I think I'm on it. Double check. Can't see. Yeah, I'm on it. Oh, okay, now I'm on it. I was on it. Just a long ways to go. Maybe I wasn't lined up good. It was slipping off it slightly. Was going the right way that time, I swear. That definitely was. Kind of a pain to get these guys off because it's hard to see. One to the left, one to the bottom. Make sure you don't take the stuff out of the motor. It can be tricky. Look at your old part, your new part before you do the old part. We'll help you out. I think these are 20-inch pounds when they go back in, I believe. Just enough to get the gasket getting tight. Not too much, you shear them off, and that'll be that. Okie dokie. So, that's back on there, so. That stupid bolt, where'd it go? Coming off again. Can't see it. See, it really makes it a little tricky, but unless I do it, because like shining me in the face. Dumb. Alright, so. Crisscross them as you go. Stupid light out here ain't doing nothing for me. Right there, I don't know why I got it on. But either way. I may need it in a second, so. Alright, that's pretty tight. And one more to go. Check the torque later on. Check your own torque specs. I always advise. This is like 20-inch pounds, I believe. Just enough to get that gasket tight. So it doesn't like, that's it. Not getting crazy with this thing. Nothing crazy. When I say that, trust me when I say it. You want to keep going around, and remember, you're getting tighter as you go. So as you get going, don't keep on wrenching her down. Just get her tight. Each one will slowly adjust each other one. So see that one, how it kind of makes that little rough click? That means you're just about there. It's about 20-inch pounds. Really about a pound of pressure is about what you're looking at. So it's about a pound and a half, I'd say. That's about a pound and a half of that. And check the one more bolt so we don't want any leaks. Not this spot. It's a pain in the butt to get to. Here's the last one. So yeah, I'll show you the pan shroud and that's it. So just double check this last one down here. Put the box spray on Tuesday. Am I getting lit up by wrapping this stupid thing up? Where is that one? Daggone, I can't get to it. Ah! Pain in the butt. Okay. Alright, so we are pretty tight. One more little quick check. Since I know I'm good, I just like to double check it. Because I'm OCD. Makes work slower, but you know, not really, because you've got to go back and do it later. It's not slower, is it? Alright, tight. Because every time you tighten one, you got to remember, one's going to start to try to loosen. Especially when you got three. That one's good. No more tighter than that one at all. I'm telling you, if you get on any tighter, you'll regret it. I know y'all want me to shear a bolt off on camera, but I didn't do it. Double check the pain in the butt spot one more time. That's it. Just barely gonna check it. Like I said, I ain't gonna tighten it no more. Should be plenty good. I'm not on it, believe it. I was, and want to be tightening. So, right here. All right, that's all I'm doing. We are tight, not going anywhere. Nothing sheared, yay. So I like to do it live, you can tell. But stick them up, you're like, man, what an idiot. He sheared the bolt off, but I didn't. So, are we looking good? Here's how you should look. So 1, 2, and 3, all intact, like I promised. No bolts came off. There you go. So that's what the hell thermostat looks. See inside the hole. I'll kind of use it look myself later as well. So it's kind of cool though. It looks good. I think we're all sewed up. Let me know if anything's missing. Just yell at me. Either way, we're tight. And the other day, I believe I did slightly loosen up one of you guys. So what I'm gonna do is just check it, just to make sure that's good. Did not get loosened because I was kind of having a struggle getting in here. Make sure everything got back tight just in case I had to do something done like that. I don't think it is, but you better make sure before I get this crap back in the way. So we'll check this one bolt here. I just want to see because that is kind of looking like a thermostat bolt. Oh, we're good. Making sure. So we're tight. That's my wrench slipping. Don't worry. Damn thing is stuck under that. Just slipped. I promise. Nothing wrong. It's just hard to get in there. You want to see? Still in there. My word. Yeah, just in case I was loosened that, I went and checked it because it's hard to see when you're in there. Make sure you didn't loosen anything else. Just double check all of the other bolts is all I'm doing. And 1 second, I'll get the fan shroud. I want to double check these other close ones while I'm in here. Make sure nothing of them got loosened. Here's one up here. Maybe could have got loosened. Maybe doubt it, but still better to check than not check. That one's super tight. Definitely tight, but we'll give it a little twist just in case. We look good. Everything else looks good. This is the main one I'm a little bit concerned about, but we're definitely good, I believe. That's the actual thermostat bolt, dude. Okay, we're good. All right, so that's the one I'm talking about. That's good, though. Everything else looks good. So either way, that's how you do that. And while you're in here, inspect your water pump. Make sure nothing's leaking. All that looks pretty good, I believe. I don't see any other problems down there. No leaking out the pump. So I'm pretty sure it's just a thermostat issue. Definitely was messed up. So. And that temp sensor was faulty. I'm certain about that. All right, so we're going to put this all back together. I'm going to show you the fan shroud, and then I'm done. For today's lesson, I didn't see anything online, honestly, about Pathfinder, how to do it. So I was like, oh, no, I'll show them. All right, so with this, I can show you this part right here. They're going in like this. So now, this is kind of a pain, I ain't gonna lie. No joke. Definitely not fun. Yeah, and of course, I'm going it backwards already. Yeah, so this clip right here is going to be facing out towards you. So go ahead and line this up first. All right, get that in place. Just kind of rest it. All right, now the hose you can go ahead and get back on. Now for this, you want to put back on this pain in the butt hose first. Wherever it's at. That's not the one, is it? No, that's the air intake hose over here. Where is that little? It's another hose. Where is she? Oh, I tucked her in usually. I usually tuck my hoses in. Where'd I tuck her to? This is a radiator hose. That's really limp. It's not like this limp. Okay, where is... I'll figure that out. Where is it? Alright, well, let me find all that and get this done. I don't know what I did with that hose. Couldn't get on myself all. Alright, this is the clip to the fan. You get the shroud out, you gotta undo the clip. I just, in 2 seconds to figure out what the heck going on here. Go with the pin. I might have actually took that hose off all the way. I think I did. Hang on a second. I believe I did. Oh, did I? Shoot. I don't know. But either way, let me take care of this. Oh, here it is. Duh. I'm blind. Yeah, I did tuck it up. It was up here. So either way, when you put this back on, I'm gonna get a nice pair of pliers this time. And I used them the other day. I regretted it. So. Now you can use whatever you want to use. These are like snap ring pliers, but I figured for where I'm at, this may be the best ones to use here. Don't really know, but let me see how this will work. Like for that one, no channel locks, but for this little tiny guy, which I'm putting on first, where'd I put it again? The one I always say I tuck them up. And I lost it again. I can't see. Cars can be a maze. I'm telling you right now. Once you get in here, everything looks alike. All right, so. The hose I just had in my hand, guys. You see where I put it? Okay. I never could have gone that far. I pulled it down right here. It's just blending in. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to adjust this first before I put it in. Move this guy back some. Snap ring pliers, maybe. or you can use hose pliers. I'm just making some room because I want to be able to slide that on, make sure no cuts are in this hose. It was a real pain getting it off. Don't want it leaking, and you want it to be able to have this. See, I want to put this on first. How it's ready to go. So anyway, we'll tuck that down. I know that goes there. I'm going to twist this back towards me because I need it this direction. I could probably, personally, put a little spit on there to lube it up with. That'll be fine, a little loogie. And you just slip it right back onto this outlet, inlet, outlet, whatever you want to call it. Now, these pliers should work pretty good for what I'm doing here, I'm hoping. Mainly, I'm clamping in and pushing the hose on the hand. And I just need to get that lined up without breaking the fan blades off. That's the main thing. That's gonna be it. Let's see. All right, it slipped on nicely. I felt it go right on. So make sure the clamp is on tight. Everyone looking good. So that's about perfect, I believe. And make sure you get the clamp on there all the way. I may slip it back in here. All right, that should be fine. Looking good, looking good, looking good. She ain't coming off, that's for sure. All right, so other hose, same way essentially. Same technique, a little spit. Man, I ain't right. But hey, whatever works, right? Whatever you got to do to get something done, get it done. Make it happen. You don't make your life harder than you should. Alrighty, so now we got to open these guys up. Now, I said I can't use these, so I might have lied. Let me try a different pair, though. Just maybe I can use a different pair. Well, I don't think I can. I have to use my channel locks, but hey, I tried. Mainly, I like to use my needle nose. Putting it back on, I think needle nose may be easier. Taking it off, you can't use needle nose here. Probably putting it back on, you can't either. These are some really nice Milwaukee needle nose, so I will make an exception to try. Once all this is situated, I can just wrap this sucker up for the most part. Yeah, be careful with the fan. Like I said, once you get it a pressure applied, you just need to kind of slide it on back down there. So that's why I said needle nose sometimes is better for stuff like this, because you get more wiggle room and working room. So let me see, I'm definitely on there pretty deep. You want it to touch. There's a nip on the back. That's as far as that hose will go. So I want that clamp to also go back with that. So one more time, I'm gonna slide with my hand as I press it together. Needle nose definitely works here better. Sorry about that one. I'll fix you here in a second. Right now, that's more important to get that hose on there and you got bottom. Just kidding. Right away, I got to get the bottom part of the hose on now. That's the only problem I got going on. That's why I say channel locks may be easier, but all right, prefer my needle nose. Just because the bottom is the only part. That's giving me a little trouble right now, but with the channel lock, you're having a heck of a time either way. And these clamps suck, by the way. Really, you get new clamps and you just put new ones on. But really, for this car, you kind of got to have them. All right. Did I get it on perfect or what? Okay, that is perfect. That is fine and dandy, I believe. Let me double check that one. Okay, where's my flashlight? Right here. Okay, can't see that neither. I'm going blind, need glasses. Where are my glasses? We're on there tight, all the way back as far as we can go. I left the hose up just a tad because, you know, in case there's any type of nicks or cuts in it, you want to have it up a hair more. That looks about perfect, really. Make sure it's all the way around. There's no gaps in between where we're hooked on, which we're not. It is on there good. So, much better than it was, I'll tell you that. All right, clamps are both left up. Make somebody's life easier later. Me or whoever's gonna be working on this car will appreciate that. Those clamps, actually I left on very nice for somebody. Put the hose a little deeper and the, you know, part of the pliers out a little bit more. So, that's done. Have to hook this hose up top over here. We're leaving that out until the shroud goes back in. So, real quick, while I'm at it, I'll just put the fan shroud back. Why not, right? Do it. I might have some trouble here seeing getting in my way, but. All right, so take a look at what's going on here. All right, you got to wiggle this guy back in. So, which way you ask does it go? Well, it's got to go towards the fan, and you got to get it wiggling in just like. So it's not easy, I promise. You ain't gonna be sitting there for long. I promise you that too, because I'm gonna have to move you. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll after this. I do want to show you this fan shroud. mainly more than anything, because it is a pain. And I can rest you guys here maybe for now. I'll try. I'll do my best and let you guys view from here. Ain't much viewing to it, but hey. It's not going to be easy. Getting this fan in and out, it was a pain. I mean, the fan shroud in and out was a pain. So, you have all this crap in your way. Get those kind of out your way. Careful with the radiator and the fan itself. I could have maybe pulled this fan out, thinking it might help. I don't really think so. It would have made that much of a difference. Really, it's just the wiggling around this actual fan. You should be to spin the fan almost as you go. I found out that from working on these vehicles in the past, you kind of let the fan work with you, not against you. It'll help. So I couldn't find any video that actually showed them removing this. I just see people taking the fan out like a bunch of dum-dums. But I can see maybe why. They don't want to screw around like this. But they don't want to tilt it back and then pop it over that lip is all. Once it's over that lip, we're good. All right, we're over that main lip. And hang on one second. I think I see what's going on. Try to get you the same view maybe I had just a second ago. That helps. Somewhat, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna leave you there. So, get an idea what's happening now. I'll bring it back when I get somewhat in there. Can't stop right now. I'm in a tight spot. So we got to go open one more part of the fan. That's that pulley over here. And down past that one sensor in the lip. Make sure you're not hitting that one sensor because it always seems to be getting in the way. Very careful. Now you need to push this part on down and wiggle him in. Watch that daggone sensor, kid, Lordy. That sensor is always in my way. I want to take it off, but you can't. I don't know what that sensor even goes to, but I know it's something important. You don't want to be hitting while messing it up. Once you get it in, you want to slide it over. Once to the sensor as you slide, and lift up. If you can, lift up slightly. This should slip all in place. It should. Like I said, that's why I want to show you all this part of the pain. Really is a pain. So if you can get it in, maybe you can adjust it slightly as you go, but this should let you have play. Hung just a hair over here. That's it. Damn it. All right, so let me show you. There you go. So if I can get that down just a hair more. All I need to do, make that smush just a little bit. Always be careful with that. That was part of the fan shroud. Just be safe not to. Just a little pop of plastic. Thank God. Yeah, could easily have been something important. That's why I said you got to be careful doing this crap. Not an ideal way to go about this. Let me got something else here because I don't like how that feels. I believe the best way I did this the other day. I was able to get that in actually around that part. So let me pull it back down and focus on something here. Better idea than I just thought of. Working around this. I'm actually going to go around that sensor. I think that's what I had to do. I already remember every little stupid thing. Come on, okay. This is not that bad. So you know it's not going that way. So you got to kind of hook it over here. Let me show you. So I'm going to try it a different way. You got to be careful with that stupid sensor. I know that. All right, try to go in like this more. Let's focus on this side of things. And lean it around in this direction. Is what I think of how it is the other day. And I worked it towards this direction. That way the sensor was out of my way. This roof needs to go up higher. That's the problem I kept having. There's just not much room on the stupid roof. So I'm going to put it back here. Hopefully I can get it. It's going to bonk me in the head here in a second. That would not be good at all, but hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Ain't going to go like that. Okay, around the sensor like this. Yep, this is how I did, I believe. Be careful with the fan right here. Then I slipped it in like this. All right, and down we went, I believe. I'm actually looking at just slipping the fan out and put it back because it was just a pain the other day. I don't think the fan's much to it. It's just two little bolts. Yeah, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna pull the fan out. I got it out without the fan. You probably can, but look, it's not as much to take the fan off. Literally two bolts. So that's stupid to do. Throwing the brakes on, that's a good way to do it, but you know, it's stupid to have to do stuff you don't have to do either. It's really annoying. I believe there's more to it than I think. It's just two bolts, I believe, to get this whole fan out of my way. Let me see real quick. How many bolts? And I just pull this sucker out of here. Let's see it. Where are the bolts at? one there. Probably hooks to the day one very bottom. Probably, I'm assuming. Just probably hooks around the bottom. Let me just see. Get that one bolt tied up here and we'll see what happens if I can just pull the whole fan. It might just be easier, honestly. I was doing that for a week. Dang, that's so stupid. Like I said, there's all, as you go, you just got to figure out what's best. That ain't best. Keep jamming something down like it shouldn't have been a problem. I could have wiggled on it and got it in there, but I don't want to be wiggling. If I can just pop this right out 2 seconds, I'm going to kick myself in the face if I can. It's just aggravating sometimes because, you know, you really shouldn't have to. Even the Haynes book doesn't say nothing about doing that. Oh, wow. Look at that. I mean, that's ridiculous how easy that just came out. So, fan right out. One bolt, 110mm up top. So that was dumb of me. And, yeah, that's all she wrote for that. So that fan's out now. This ought to make life easy. That's why I like to do stuff live. This is what we have to deal with. Your actual mechanic. This is what happens in your life. Crap like this. Now watch. I bet you how easy this goes in. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Look at that. You gotta remember though. Still gotta get the other fan back in itself. They leave a little hole here, I believe, for this guy. So now this pops right back in place. Man, that's crazy. I'm an idiot. Not really, because not what it says in the Haynes guide or the all data program. I promise. Anyway, this is what it is. Hang on 1 second. I'm probably sweating all over the phone, smushing you guys in. Either way, I'm gonna pop this back on for now. I'm gonna get it started, and then I'm gonna hook this back on for you so you can see. So that's a big help to know what not to do. Don't do what I just did. So this is what I do love about doing live stuff, because people get to see the dumb stuff that happens when you work on cars. Cars work is not this easy. Y'all see how easy that was though, literally? I took a break for 2 seconds just to think. It was one bolt and the fan popped right out. Now I got to get the fan back in. That's the only trick to it. And literally, it just literally hooks right in. Honestly, it's just 110mm. I got good dough in my hand. Almost lost our wrench, so I'm gonna slip this right back in and click it back into place. So 1 second. I'm gonna do one thing at a time. All right, guys, can y'all see that? What I did was actually lifted that up. Actually lifted that up. Out my way. And gave me enough room to slip that right on down in there. So there you go. You have to bear with me because I got a washer and I got something in my mouth. I got a fan in my hand. Something in my mouth. And Jesus. Now we're running this issue. But this just hooks right in. Exactly how it came out. I mean, literally, it is pretty simple stuff. You got to slide over here in the right spot. It would help. And it hooks right into these little hooks in the bottom. I think I can still see them. Yeah, right here. There's 2 little hooks. Put out the hooks and slip it in. There you go. Voila. We're in there. So they slide right into those 2 hooks. You don't see those? Sweating all over the damn thing. Probably not going to come out right, but God darn it. Hang on. Sweating too damn much now. Dripping all over the camera. Probably shut y'all off by now. Man, sorry. I don't want to look at my crazy looking ass right now. Man. All right. I mean, I literally am dripping all over the place. Sweat on my damn phone. Y'all see now at all? Are we there? Why were we so zoomed in? My sweat doing that or my fat belly do it? My fat bald head. Hang on. This pops right back in, literally. Once it goes back in, then you can adjust the fan shroud. You see down there? So I'm going to sit you down for 1 second. Away from me so I don't drip all over you. So, and I don't zoom in 35,000 times magnification. So, either way, 1 second, clips back into place. Pretty basic stuff. Click, back into place it goes. Got 1 bolt here. We're going to put that bolt back in there. And the bottom just literally slides back in. From the bottom, you can adjust the actual fan shroud itself. Remember I told you I was leaving this out, but I didn't. Because you don't have to. I thought about it. It really don't matter. Now, right here, where you have your little clips. I'm going to show you this from the bottom. Probably would be easier, I bet. Either way. Make sure the both kind of lined up for now. You don't need that lined up. Kind of lined up. And the rest is going to be done from the bottom side. And they just hook into these little clips right here. Basically, they slip right on up and in there. So, like this side, I believe I already got that one in. Y'all can see that. Just kind of click into place and just push forward. So, anyway, you can get the rest from the bottom. Finish tightening that one fan down. Ratchet that fell down here a second ago. Grab that. They're going pop on the damn condenser or something. Damn ratchet fall down the hole. Here we go. Tighten this bolt back down. And these are the bolts for your fan right here. Get this tight real quick. Now I do have my impact. Don't ever use that on a radiator. Ever. Never. Ever. I hope that's going to be okay. I got to adjust this on my cam, so I'm not doing that tight. I'm just barely torquing them down. Maybe like 5 inch-pounds for now. 2 inch-pounds. Here we go. I'm going to take out these. Always put my bolts back in so you can see I have them both, my 2 bolts for the fan that are already in there, secured in the old holes. Just because it makes life easier when you're putting it back together. Now I'm going to go and pop them back in. So, as you can see, you can get a little bit of a view like that, maybe, I don't know. Either way, you go back in over here. One here and one here. So once this gets adjusted pretty right, you'll know it. So, ain't but one way I can go in there. So, once it's lined up, which it is right now, this is perfectly lined. Yeah, just slip these bolts back in the holes, and then you will do the rest of the adjusting afterwards. Don't forget your plug to your fan. Show you that in 2 seconds, and then I'm done. I'm gonna wrap the rest of this top up and wrap this whole job up here. Basically, it won't take long to finish this guy up after this. I hope. I'm gonna jinx myself. I gotta stop coaching while I go. It does slow me down a little bit. All right, I'm just tightening the one over here up, 10 millimeters, same way. Same way over here. Okie dokie. So, just like that. Just like that. All right, both of those guys are on. Now remember, how this goes. Oh, that one down and out the car. Boom, boom, she goes. All right, so make sure that's hooked up. I didn't even hook that part here. That is the fan plug that actually hooks in here. I believe, it's a little plug here this goes to. If you can see this, you can put all this back. The only thing I got to do it now, I'm just kind of doing a little bit as I go. Just kind of clips into here. I'm gonna pop underneath and do the fan strap real quick so you can see that. I didn't see anything online really showing that, so I'll figure out to go and show you. All right here. It's kind of tight to get in and out, but there you go, back in. So, top is in. See how it lines up perfectly? Double check all your work. Looking good though. My wrench did fall down to the bottom. So, that's where we're going anyway. All right. And double check this guy. Make sure I got it tight. Not too tight. All that's back on, okay? And don't forget, this guy goes right back on here too. So, we ain't gonna put everything back together yet, but I will hook it. At least slide it back in for the time being. And once again, do a little spit. Helps out with these dry hoses right here. See what I'm saying? So a little spit in there. Perfect. Look at that. If you smoke this radiator, I will say still could be an underlying issue. I don't think so, but hey, can't hurt to get the necessities done. If I got to pull the fan back up, I can. He needed all this maintenance anyway. I told him, so he was cool with it. I'm kind of grateful he did it because one night really could suck. He needs to get it done. They're real nice family, so I don't mind helping out. So I said I'm not doing no more big jobs. And here we go again. What happened? Doing another big job. The last person was not very appreciative. I know that. That Chrysler I did, never again. I only charged a couple grand. I paid that much for parts. It's the craziest thing ever. I didn't make any money on that job. It was the worst paying ever. I lost money. People just don't understand. See all that right back on there like that? Perfect. All right, we hooked it back up. Double check here. I like to always double check all my hoses. So, you don't have to do this, but I do. Just double check them. Clips, make sure nothing's leaking. Real tight. I just like to make sure, the seals are good. We got no leaks. That's why I kind of do that. Kind of flex it. Why not, right? Better safe than sorry. All right, so we have our other hoses here. A lot of the stuff goes back to cooling, different cooling hookups and stuff like that. I don't know exactly, so for right now, we'll leave it tucked up where I had it. And we'll put all this back here in a second. This is all going back up here for the top part, okay? Pretty basic now. This is going to come together really quickly here at the end. Let me just hop down here and show you guys how to get the fan trowel snugged back up. And then I'm done, and I may come back once I've got everything cleared, show you the reset protocol. But I don't have much sunlight. As you can see, we are coming down. So let me get this done. Give me my little pastel lamp. I'm just gonna show you how to pop the fan back in. That's it. Make sure I don't forget anything else to hook it back. And get the oil probably drain and throw the other part back on that car. So once I get that back on there, we should be looking pretty good, I believe. Then I gotta work on that muffler on that Suzuki over there in a second. Alrighty, let's see. Yep, underneath here. Now all this stuff had to come off on the bottom. Pretty basic, you know. I think I need to explain that to you, but hey. So you just get in here and get this straight so you can see what I'm doing quick. This ain't bad really at all, but it's good to see. I would have had a little bit of tricky time figuring it out myself, I ain't gonna lie. So if you look up here, y'all can't see. Oh, they're off, huh? I get you at the right angle. There you go. So you see how this is all kind of hanging down right now? So, but this is where the fan came out. Both of these are in. That's the bottom part of that fan. And look, we're off over here. I missed one, so missed the whole plug. Anyway, oh, y'all missed how I did that. I missed one. So I was over here. So all I did was I just right back in there. There you go. We in there now. So now this is the bottom part of this shroud. Which really, I probably could have left it hooked together because of how I did it. Nobody told me that though. You know, I didn't get to see anybody do a whole video. Not me. Anyway, this hooks in pretty easily. So now you gotta remember, this thing doesn't go into the whole area. So slide it back over in position. You got your two clips, okay? Can y'all see? Oh man, I almost dropped right in the coolant. Can y'all see where these are at? I don't know if y'all can see or not, but hey, I'll do my best to show you. There's basically a clip here that'll go into this clip here and it just slips in a second though, and it's one over here. So let me go ahead and get this lined up properly. Here, one here. Y'all see the clip there? I can't see anything, can you? Anyway, clip there. So just one slips in here. That's it. So let me show you real quick. Right here's one. You gotta slew it over a little bit. You gotta get stuff in all your eyeballs. If you're looking, I'm trying to film and look so I'm really getting in my eyes. But it hooks into there and then reach up along here. And this has to hook back into place over here. This is gonna be key. You'll break that fan off of there. Actually, it's gonna go on, I believe, the outside of this. Let me see. Oh, it slips in. It's like a little puzzle piece. Like a little puzzle piece, man. All right. Anyway, let me go ahead. Oh, this just slips right in. Okay, so it slips up and in right there. Could y'all see how I did that in any type of way? Probably not. Let me show you on the other side how that happened. There's maybe more room over here. I don't know. I can't see nothing either. So same way over here. Let me try to show you. Then I'm gonna rock this out. I'll show you a fan shroud. I figured I'd show you guys the fan shroud. There you go. Clips that in. Once that slides in, you know you're good. And up over here, you got the main other side, which is the pain. When I drop my phone in the coolant, you reach up in here, and there's a little clip. Just trust me, there is. And you just slip it right into place. So you got to make sure this is in here, because if you don't, you'll break that fan blade off everything. So once you get it in, I may be able to check the rest of the top, probably. Let me see. I'm gonna put you guys down for 1 second. I have to be able to do this. So, you can see here, I can't get the coolant's right by my head. I don't want to get that all over me, so. Jesus. All right, so that is all wrapped around the wrong direction, maybe, I think. No, it does go around the outside, doesn't it? Let me see. I can't tell. Either way, it's got to go on the inside, I'm assuming, but it can't go so far. Okay, it goes in and pops right in. Okay, I got it. Pretty basic, but still, you got to make sure it's lined up. Trust me. All right, won't work quite right. Anyways. I'll bring you back up here and show you how to do it here in a second. I just got to go ahead and get this guy here. I can't do it and hold the thing at the same time. So once that's in there, we're going to go ahead and put this line back on. I'm going to get that from the top, actually. This line slips in this hole right here. Just trust me. I'll show you from the top how to do this. It'll be easier. How to slip the top part in. The bottom part's already in. I've got to get back down anyway. Wait a second. Get to the rest. Everything else is lined up on the bottom, looking good. Double check your work down there. Make sure your clips are in. They're tight. Believe it. Make sure of that. And once you're all clipped in, you shouldn't have any more issues. This needs to be level over here. That's why it's not going in. But why? I'll be able to see it up top better. I'm having a feeling. So. All right, we're going to go to the top. And we'll go from there. Check it out, okay? See what's going on down here. Either way, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So from the top, over here is going to be the top. And we'll see what's not letting me hook. So you see where it clips now? So on the other side, the same way. You got a little piece right here. And this actually goes right up, and then it's a little clip piece. You got it, and it just clips in. So click, just like that. Pretty easy stuff. Once it's in, you're good. Now, check his fan. We're all set. Spinning like we should be. Okay, dokie. All right, looking good. All those are tight. Now, well, there are bolts right here. For some reason, I thought there was. Let me see. There is 2 bolts, I believe, that go right here. I don't know where I put those guys at, but I know they're somewhere over here with my stuff. No, where did I put them? Were these bolts? We got to be these 2. Something tells me they're these 2. Maybe not. There's 1 bolt. Was there 1 bolt or 2 bolts? Or did it stick to something? Because it's got a magnet on there. Anyways, I think these are the bolts. And I believe I put 1 on the porch with the other stuff. So these go right in here. Pretty simple. I believe. Let me just check. Could be wrong. There may not be any bolts that go in these holes. I don't think there are any bolts unless they're really tiny, skinny ones. Anyway, let me just check up here. That don't go in there. Oh, that goes something else. So either way, a whole bunch of bolts right there. I did the other day at least. This is all my other junk. These are my spark plugs. Don't want to lose the order of those guys. So, I put them in the bag. I might have. I put a lot of stuff in the bag. Oh, and there's gloves where I put my stuff. Duh. Always make sure I keep my stuff. I don't want to lose it, so see what's in this bag here. An old goodie bag. Here we go, some more bolts. See if we got anything. This is the main part on it. You can tell you that right now. Alrighty, these are really dirty on the card. It definitely could be the ones to the fan too. If any, it would be something like this. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think they had it. So I'm pretty sure I didn't have any that went in there. You would think it would, but hey, no, I wouldn't. You know why? Because it wouldn't go in anything. This is built on there. I just can't see it. Oh yeah, ain't nothing going there. Duh. Sorry about that. Never mind. Cancel that one. All right, so this all goes to the top part of the vehicle. All right, let me rock this out then. These all go to the bottom. Y'all don't need to see me to put that back together, do you? Dirty ones go in the dirtier holes, cleaner ones go in the cleaner holes. But everything else underneath is good and tight. That's clipped back into place nicely. Fan is on there, sensors in. I'm gonna double check all that and throw them back on the top right now so we can get this done. That is the temp sensor, looking good, already plugged in. That's back on. Let me adjust that clamp like I said it was before I forget it. 1 second here. I'm just gonna very gently adjust this on. That's all I'm gonna do there, baby. And then we're gonna wrap this rest of this guy out of here. So, going to adjust this little clamp. Not a lot, but hey, you need to because you don't want that leaking air. Probably where it was leaking from before, honestly, I believe. Definitely was leaking somewhere. So, back to see. I'm gonna get this over here to my metal. There we go. And I'm gonna fix this little clamp a little bit. I don't want it going that direction anyway, so. There we go. And I'm going to actually push it back out of here. I don't want it too far in and tilt it towards me is all. There we go. Got my glove caught, so I'm going to loosen it one more time and get it done right. All right, so I'm done. I got the idea for the most part. So all I did there was, I don't even know why I put you guys in there. Oh, well, nice talking to you. I'm joking. I have no idea why I put the phone. Hey, where y'all guys at? Somebody yell. I'm just kidding. Here it is. All right, so you can tell that just slips in here. That goes into place. All right, the rest is going back together here. Now, oh, pretty basic stuff. Get this away for now. You'll need all the room you can get, trust me. None of this I really unplugged much. I'm going to spray some recovery spray onto these wires. All these. Check all your fuel injectors. Make sure they're tight. I'm going to clean them up a hair. I already have, though. Make sure all this stuff's getting tight. It should be tight. These are all torqued down. I will double check my torques though, just in case. You don't want to pull it back off, like I said. And that should be it. So this is all good though. Take them over here. Double check them all. Make sure none's loose. Really the fuel injectors as well, because you could have knocked anything loose if you don't know it. just double check it all for the most part, and you'll be good to go. So, and this is the wire here. Did have to make some room, so what I did was actually loosen these wires and pull them out of the housing, the harnesses, which is okay because I'm gonna need the room to put the cover back on. So that's all hooked back nicely. Check my sensor here. It was in the way I kept telling you about. We look good though. Everything else looks good. So we clipped it over here too, and right over here is the other clip. Make sure we're tight down there. That's the main thing. Nothing's moving, nothing's sliding. Fan popping off, you'll know. All right, we looking good though. So, all right. Alrighty. So now this guy, like I said, all this stuff goes back on in different little areas. You can tell here, I missed one little routing on the hose on the bottom. With the same type of routing system. Check all your other hoses. This goes to your transmission cooler right here. And right here is mainly make sure that's good, which I know is good because I just tightened it. So make sure you're not missing any other wires or plugs. We got a plug harness here. Don't forget that. Pull this to the front. Plug harness here. And remember all your plug harnesses. This all goes back to important stuff. So don't want to forget it. And you can tell this goes in here. So these are all pretty much ready to go back into their homes. This is how I kind of keep track of where I'm going and what I'm doing. Pull that back down. This is going to go into the throttle body itself. Right here onto the throttle body itself. Then check all these sensors and make sure, like I said, all these fuel injectors are tight, really, and that should be it. Get this out your way. You're gonna need that out your way when you slide this back on. Right back here, out your way, and back goes on the cover. So I'm gonna make some more room with this and actually keep it out the way to the back. That should be good and tight there. Make sure our PCV valve's not spinning, it's just the hose, okay. And that's all good there. I'm gonna get some bug spray and wrap this up real quick. Under darkness. No, I'm just kidding. That, I believe, hooks along the whole back of this stupid thing right here to the other side. It's a back coolant line or something. But either way, I'm going to take a 2-second break, bang this out, and it'll be done. So, came along nicely. For the most part, let me top some of the coolant off now. I don't know. So, either way, literally popping back on that top. I'm going to rock this out. So, I will be back in touch soon. Double checking to make sure this guy, hooked it to the top, okay, of the box. All right, so I know where that goes. All right, main thing is don't miss any wires. That's what I'm checking for now. Make sure all my stuff's tight and connected. I'm gonna double check the torque spec on that really quick, just to make sure they're tight. And that's that. So, yeah, not much to it. I'll leave the bottom off for the time being. Always do that. Still gotta do the oil change. That's it. So, go ahead. I'm going to snug this up, just check it. I'm pretty sure I'm good, but I just like to check. All right, tight, tight, tight. Pretty sure we're all good. These seem really tight to me. You don't want to over-torque these either, so remember that. You just make sure they're tight. Like I said, you don't need to break the plastic on these guys at all. Just want them tight is all. These are like anything else. They're plastic. Now, though. That's a little loose maybe on that guy. See this side, maybe I didn't check this last night, but you don't want it that tight. I could have missed this side. That's why I said always double check. Getting a little bit dark out. It was definitely rushing, so here we go. That's tight, and it's going to be tight too now. A little check. Why that seems a little bit looser than it should. All right, now it's tight for sure, so these are even really tight on this side. Let me just double check. Yeah, they're good over here, so definitely got this side tight already. Let me just double check this rear one while I'm at it. Funny little position over here, but I know I'm good. I did that last night and triple checked it. That's just tight, pain in the butt spot. So that was me slipping, but that could have been the head of the bolt if you're not careful. Just as easily. Remember, like and subscribe. If you actually watched it this far, you must be entertained. So either entertaining or you're learning something, one of the two. Either way, don't matter to me. Like I said, I ain't getting paid, but I ain't gonna keep doing this. This is not something I enjoy all the time. I do like helping out, but hey, it's a fine line between enjoying and continuously enjoying. This is not something I continuously enjoy doing. Like I said, I had a lot of help when I was younger, so I don't like people to learn these things, but it's something that's not easy, very irritable work, and it's always nice. Like and subscribe at least if you want. Hey, if not, cool. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep doing it for much longer. If not, all right. So here. Just show you real quick. Here is my throttle body bolts. Got all that pretty much nice and separated. This is gonna be my other, this is my bolt over here, I believe. I'm gonna put it back in here. I think that goes back there. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do for now is just I'm gonna set it here. It may not go there. These are my throttle body bolts. I can tell because they're T30s. Oop, I got it. So anyway, I put these here. This goes back, puts the throttle body on. New gasket's already in, everything. All that's cleaned up, ready to get back on and install. Right here are the rest of the bolts to the intake. Got 1, 2. Let me see. Probably can carry right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts to the intake and 2 caps. 1, 2. Yep. So look, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts to the intake. These are the 2 caps, and these are going to be to what holds, I'm assuming, probably the back 2 down. If we look at these 2, they'll probably give it the same as those 2 here, I'm pretty sure, or they could be different sizes even, who knows. Pretty much the same though, they just go in the rear, you can tell, real similar. But I know these go up here, that's why I put them back where they are. I don't mess them up and lose them. Either way, we can put these in here for now. I know where these rest of these go. And main thing is, you don't want to have extra bolts left over. You never want to have that. It's never a good idea. Oh yeah. So that I got situated nicely. This was the old idle control valve. There was no way to get a new one, so I went ahead and just reused this guy. I'm gonna double check my spec on here and tighten them down. It should tight. But it seemed okay. Like I said, I did have to clean it up. Put a little bit of the sealant stuff I have. The copper spray sealant because the old gasket was shot. This had some type of air leak prior. I do know that. I could hear hissing. So I kind of don't like leaving on hoses, but I don't have a choice. On some of these hoses, I gotta leave them. So you got your 1. Remember, 1, 2. You're asking how I knew how many holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the throttle body, and then 1, 2. Just simply hold it on. That slides right on top. So real quick, I may even show you how that goes. Why not? You got a couple extra things here too. So basically, I just slips over top. Now you need to move everything out the way. I've got all my other bolts right up here. So if you see that, how I do this makes life easier down the road. Trust me, 1 second, I'll slip it back on. You can see how this goes. So this basically goes in like this. All right over top. So got to take the rags out, of course, but I want to give you an idea what I'm talking about. So show you to clean the hoses up too. This will just slip right in over here like this. And just go right on down there like that. And I ain't gonna tighten it down yet, but get the idea. You know, you can get the idea pretty easily. As you can see, that just slips on down, line it up, good in place. Pretty simple stuff. Then your fancy little dancing back here, bolts on, I think. Some crazy way up there. Who knows? You can figure all this out. This is what this plug is for, I believe, for this guy. Got all your plugs to wrap this up. This, I believe, is hold it on up here. So I'm gonna double check. I don't know. I'll figure it out here in 2 seconds. Like I said, I'm taking a 2-second break, get some mosquito repellent on, rocking this out. Pretty easy stuff. Make sure your gaskets don't fall off. Make sure you clean it here very well, like I did. It always is helpful. Keep that clean. I cleaned it up really good. Trying to see exactly. I think there. I don't want to tell you wrong. I think there's actually a type of maximum absolute pressure sensor maybe in there. I do not know 1,000%. I believe it is though. So it has some oil, back spray in there, and we didn't got that situated. Throttle body's gonna get right on it here. So pretty basic stuff. I mean, I didn't like this gasket, so debating on whether using the old one. Definitely a little bit more loose, that's for sure. Wasn't as pleased with it as I should have been, I don't think. For a new gasket, it was definitely kind of loose, so you go with your own opinion on that one. I'm gonna check it out. If we have any problems, I'll pull it back off. But that throttle body is sparkling clean, I will say that much. Oh, look at that throttle body I did. It is definitely looking like a beauty. Beauty. All right, and that's all the other stuff. Pops right back on and finishes up. So that's how you clean a throttle body, though. Let me show you. Well, I was telling you, only push that one way. Never be pushing on this, like I said, hard, different ways. You'll regret it. Probably shouldn't even be doing this if you don't know what you're doing. You let things slip out your hand and go pow in the wrong direction, you're in trouble. So, all right, let me get this wrapped up. Not much longer here. That's why I said before you let it go, use your hand and gently apply the pressure back down. So, either way, that's nice and clean. Let me get that back on there too. But right now, I'll get this bolts underneath, slip them back in there, and I'll be done. Oh, good. I sold some more crypto. Give me some more Terra Luna. About to dip. I'm telling you, may not be making any more videos here real soon. That just goes to 20 cents. See you later. Anyway, looking good. Let me get these bolts back on the bottom. Not that bad. Like I said, this goes right on it here, basically. Just like this, like it is, like it is. All right, got your sensor. See where the plug is at for that. It goes right on here. So, what have you? Might as well put a couple screws in for now. I'm not gonna even torque it down. I'm just kind of getting everything in my head figured out too. Before I wrap this sucker up, I'll be done within the next 30 minutes. I would have been done by now if I wasn't showing you guys all this mess. I gotta get paid though, so. That ain't the right one. I can tell because I'm not a dum-dum. Because I feel like when I do dumb shit like that, dumb stuff like that, of course. If you know what I mean. But either way, I'm just gonna get this snug back on for now. Gently put on there. I'll probably actually put this on the porch. Maybe I just want to show you. Pretty basic, so. Like I said, it's not anything hard about this part. Now, clearing the codes and all that is going to be the fun part. That's the part I'm kind of waiting for and a little bit nervous about, to tell you the truth. Not too nervous, but a little bit. You can see how I did that. If you watch this long, more power to you, man. Jeez. I would give you credit. Give it a like if you watch this long, please. Just let me know. We've got some true believers out there. Jeez, man, if you watch this, I mean, you really want to fix your car. Your Pathfinder. Hey, I promise you, this is all done pretty live, so you get to see real deal work from people that have done this for a while, and you know what's going on. When you make a mistake, hey, it is what it is. Like that fan, I should have known better than that. And then, you know, it's just me not thinking, not taking an extra step, trying to be lazy is all. You know, not really being lazy, I want to say. It's just not thinking properly. You're not saying, hey, you know, what can I do to make my life easier? Here's a thought. Why don't you pull that little fan out? One bolt. Ridiculous. And that was all it was. Either way, basic stuff people do. And I keep saying I'm getting off and I keep doing more stuff. You know how it is when you get in a roll. I'm just barely tightening these down. I want to kind of show you how it lines up. Managed to watch this long, you deserve it, so. Another customer will be happy. I'm just about to wrap it up. A little bit later than I thought, you know. He's real nice. Hopefully he'll be okay with it. I just a lot of extra stuff. I can't help it, I can't get the hose. That's the main thing I was trying to get. I can't do anything without the hose. For real. Now I ain't tightening this down right now, so I may have to put it back off. Who knows? Barely tightening it down. Always crisscrossing. And you watching how I'm doing this, guys? Always crisscrossing. That's how you get the gasket two sets properly. And then, of course, after that, I mean, even this doesn't go down that tight because then when you're going into plastic, you can strip this thing out fairly easily. Volkswagen's over there. Could be the oil pump. I'm sitting in it. I'm going to get to play with that. All right. That's pretty straight there. Pretty straightforward. Get one little click. Really about one little click. I'm going to do it all the way around. That's how you know that's pretty much snug. I'm not doing it yet, though. So, like I said, that's just on there. And then that slips right back on there. Done. So, voila. That's how you do it, guys. And what I may just do, because you all watch this long, is pull these rags and slip this back on there. You don't want it because I feel like it. And we're pretty much done. So, one out. Two out. We're looking nice and clean. I know that. And as you go, kind of wipe and check. Everything else is clean. Make sure any gaskets slip off of here. You know, that's the main thing you got to be careful about. Or those gaskets, don't let them slip off. And once you get the last one off, you're going to give it one final wipe and clean. Damn, I almost tell you. I had to push these down pretty good because I was cleaning up around there too. So I blew this off with the air compressor. I suggest you do the same. But mainly is just don't let crap go down the holes. And then check all your gaskets. Make sure they're on there good. That one's slipping out. Don't want that to happen at all. Make sure they're all in there tight. And then slide everything out the way and you just pop it right back on, literally. I got plenty of room. I've already made the room, so I know that's fine. Just line up those two main bolts and then it slips on down in there. You'll see magic happen right now. Just like that one, voila, and back on we go. All right, so that is back in there, back swimwear. And I always like to start with these guys. These will just be to hold this down for now. These 2 bolts right here, of course, just to hold it in. And then the rest is all going to be pretty simple. You'll see. Alrighty then. Clearing's gonna be the fun part. Clearing the codes. Alright, let's change the name of this video. To finishing the job. I just got screwed around, so I got taken over by great fans. I'm just kidding. Let me stop playing. Either way, I got the idea. Gently tighten these down for now. Nothing crazy because we have a lot more to go. We're gonna take all the gaskets too. But yeah, so pretty much, hopefully that helps. I'm gonna snug these guys down. That's it for now. Just snug them barely. You don't want them tight. You want them snugged. That's all. And then, but I am gonna just stick 1 bolt in just to hold it. And when this thing's sliding, because I can. Oh, shit, I'll put the whole thing back on now. God, keep saying one more thing and it just keeps getting done. Done as they go. You could use the impact if you want, but never do it on this type of stuff. I don't recommend that at all. Very dumb stuff. I'm thinking I forgot something, so but we're gonna find out here in a second, that's for sure. Either way, can't forget to so much like this. That's what I said. I'm just go ahead and wrapping this up for the main part is all. Because I don't like it sitting on, just 1 or 2 bolts. It's not good for gaskets and stretching the gaskets and all that good stuff. It's never good. So back here we have 1 more back here on this back part. That way nothing's pulling on this guy too much. It's gonna. I've seen them break, so if you're not careful, you can break these. We're gonna tie it all the way. That's why I said do not use an impact or any type of drill or anything like that. You can take it off like that, yeah. I ain't like doing that. Too many people do that. It takes 2 more seconds for it to do this. Like honestly. I never understood that at all. At all. Alrighty, so. Alright, I think there's 1 more right here, I believe. Well, 2 more, sorry. 1 here, I believe it is. Like, make sure you don't drop these. This is almost done here. Don't drop these down that hole of death. I've done that one before too. Believe it, it sucks. Can't tell if I'm in the bow hole. It feels like I am, but who knows? It could be down the hole of the actual thing, and back off goes the cover. So what I like to do is make sure. Oh, it fell down the hole. Not the wrong hole, but the right hole. I said, no, I am down the hole of death. Hole of death is right down there in the middle of that. Probably a magnet. Maybe with a magnet you can get it out. I don't know about that one. Probably not. This one right here would be hard. The other one over here you can see. It's the only one you can't really see is right here. And once this is on, I'm done with the valve cover. I mean, clam gasket and all that good stuff. Spark plugs in. Hope I'm not forgetting nothing. I checked the hose. That's good. That's the main thing. I did want to replace it. Unfortunately, I can't. There are no hoses around town at all. All right, so last one. Where are we going with this guy? Probably right here. I can't see. Where'd it go? Somewhere right there, I know. Oh, I see it barely. Come on. There we go. Okay, last one. Last one. All right, man, let's go run. Probably pretty damn sexy once I get it all cleared and relearned. It's definitely been a challenge. I know that much for sure. I know that for sure. I know that. All right, you can hear it kind of getting tight. Remember, don't over tighten these. You want to crack this in, take it all, crisscross it back. Check all your tightness. Check these 2 guys again. Crisscross pattern, please. We still may have to go back, so no need to over tighten anything right now. Like I said, you don't know what you might forget and what you may need to go back and do. I forget stuff all the time too. We all do. So, oh, do. You're like, yeah, this motherfucker really forget stuff. He crazy shit. Yeah, it will. It's what it is. I get the job done, right? That's all that matters. People like it. Like it when you get the job done. These are my neighbors. I'm kidding. Anyway, looking good. We'll drop your ratchet down there. Check, snug it up. I think that's like maybe 20-inch pounds. There you go, though. What do you think? Looking pretty. That's on. That's on. I go plug right into here. This basically goes up into here, I believe. One of these two. And this is going to go into one of these two as well. The other part to that guy, which is hiding. I don't know where it's at right now, but I know where it's at somewhere. Right here. This goes into, of course, right here, I'm going to say. And then this going to go into here, I believe. Or vice versa. And actually, this goes up here, I believe. No? Anyway, I'll figure it out here in a second. One of these. I want to say up here, I believe. This is where this goes. But I'll check all this here in a second. We got 2 holes there. Yes, we got 3 ports, 2 holes. It don't sound right, I know that. 3 ports, 2 holes. Sorry, I'm terrible. All right, either way. This goes in here. Click, click. Okay, you can figure that part out. I'm pretty sure, guys. All right, so anyway, this has got to go back. This is held on right here, I believe. And all that goes back onto here. So I'll wrap all this up in a second. As y'all can see, this is done, though, for the most part. Right here, we got a big vacuum hose. We got to figure out how that goes. Doo-doo. No, I'm just kidding. But all this goes back and has homes. So find your homes. That goes on the back side over here. I remember actually this goes in the back. So I do know most of it. All right. Good luck to you. It ain't that bad. See, bolts are gone. That's how you know you're doing right. I'm going to zip the bottom ones back on here in 2 seconds. I just wanted you guys to see that. And we're looking good. So for the most part, not too shabby. That's how I like to do things, baby. That's how I like to do it. All right, that's all them bolts. Now, I'm done for the time being, and I got to roll. That's all my bolts, dang. Yeah, one more bolt for up top, and I have no idea where this one's going to, but we'll save it for later. I know I got one more to. It's probably going to be one of these spots. Oh, yeah, those bolts. Where do they go? They weren't here. What the heck? Oh, right here. Duh. All right, so these are for the top. Okay, I'm just separating my top from the bottom bolts is all. They're at the top, these are the bottoms. All right, we know what's going on here. And that's all that matters. So, that's good money. That's back in here, and that back in there. I was zip the bottom bolts on with that impact, no issues. And that's about it. So, go ahead and get these tools up. I don't need these anymore. Don't need these guys. I'm going to throw this back in here. And I don't need this big ratchet either. And I'll leave this one thing out. So all this will slip back on. I'm going to come back here and wrap it up. Like I said, that's all stuff I'm sure. You know, if you can do this, you can do that. But there you go. Hope that helps somebody. Oh, yeah, air. Mass airflow. Oh, sorry. I'm just looking like, what else I got? Okay, so I'll go ahead and just kind of slip all this stuff into position. I like to do that. Make it look nicer. And that'll be that. So, all right, this goes back over here. I don't know. Did y'all guys even get to see this part of the job? Probably not. So I'll just show you real quick. This goes over here like this. Bolts on down there. Pan that's bolt. You can barely reach, but I took the whole thing out. That's got to hook up somewhere. So remember that. And it all goes back like that. Like that. So, for the time being, I'm just gently putting it back into position. Not actually hooking it back up yet, that's for sure. And I'm going to take me a quick break and rock this out. Damn it, I couldn't. Yeah, so mad. Wanted to have it done today. And I technically will, but I will have it done. I just can't have the customers pick it up today. Kind of mad about that, but oh well. I'd rather not rush the job. These are awesome Icon pliers, by the way, if you need some really good pliers. I highly recommend these guys. Very nice tools. Icon is really stepping the game up lately. That's for sure. And I was using one of these, even though these are for like snap rings for one of my parts. I don't know what I was doing, but hey, it worked out well. So Reservoir definitely did the trick. Hopefully some of these hard to reach spots, just like they will, those channel locks. Where's my other pair at, man? Where they at? Right here. Okay, cool. Cool, man. All right, either way, pour the coolant back in, get the oil change, wrap this up, and put my nice icons back. I don't go there. That's got to go somewhere else, dude. Because these don't go here. These go here. No. Man, these are huge. You got to go somewhere. You got to be these ones here. That's all I got to say about that. Oh, well, I'm going to figure this out later. I'm not going to play with this for 2 years. Screw that, dude. Throw those last couple things on there. Y'all get to see me best out of that Suzuki next. Whole muffler's hanging off. Pretty crazy. But you'll get to see it. Pretty cool. All right, so that goes back there. Go with my icon tools. A whole nice little icon tool assembly working on here. Here you go, icon. Just shout out to you. Talk about $5 worth of tools right there. No joke, either. Like $5 probably. Right about that much. Pretty crazy numbers. Not cheap tools, but good tools. Oh, another air hose. Part of the air box. And this way I can just at least get my customer the picture going. And let them know. I'm just wrapping it up now, so kind of got a little bit of a late jump because of the whole hose situation. But other than that, I like to keep my customers informed. Of course, that goes on here. So I was showing you earlier where the master flow wants to plug in at. You'll see in a second. So I'm getting it all kind of back in location is all. Y'all get an idea of how it all goes back in. And it slips into the grooves here, like that one. And yeah, so there you go with that. Or is that gonna go up here some kind of crazy way? Show you kind of like that one, and then this one go like this one. So make sure you get them 2 bolts out of there. That my way. It's kind of all gonna hook back into place here. Okay, 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 good. All right, just like that. So there you go. Just like that. All right, and what the heck am I missing here? That's got to go in here. So pretty much like this, and then that's that. So we're getting ready for a photo picture. Photo edit picture, guys. You know how that's got to work out. Got to be looking sexy, Nissan. It'll look damn good when I'm done. Pretty much in there. I just want to be able to get the guy picture. Like I said, it ain't quite done. Last couple things though, but literally it is done. I just want to double check my work. And the relearn is mainly what I'm concerned about. I don't know how long that'll take, and I don't want to rush it. So it involves driving and other work involved and just throwing it back together. So basically, hang on. Freaking thing, go back in the hole. Ah! Always something. Go back in there like that, you dumb. All right, so. And that's about it. Just the top is all I need. So, all right, let's go in here to bolt these down. Like that one, and then this gotta go back away for now. Goes back on my way, all that goes back in there. So here we go. That's it. That's all she wrote for that car. Not too bad. You got to see the whole job, basically, guys. You're welcome. I'm joking. I have to pay in the butt. I know that. All right, so here we go. Good news. Don't let them fall down the hole, whatever you do. So, and this goes back over here like this. And there you go. Looking pretty. So that's on up there. So, what do you know? Make sure you find all your hose positioning. Of course. Find all that good stuff. Oh, right here goes this hose. The hose I was telling you about a second ago. I was like, I wonder where that goes. Right here. It all comes together kind of, as you go. Let's get it run along the back. I do know that. This sits right up on top. So, like that. And that's it. So, I'm just getting ready to shoot over a image and let them know we'll be wrapping it up here in a sec, which I am. But it's nice to have that overall picture done, so he can feel like, hey, it's almost done. Well, he can know he's almost done, because he is. It's going to be nice, though. Topping off that, I'm going to leave it down here to get these screws busted out and get this bottom piece back on is all I'm worried about. He'll have to pain in the butt. I know that. I'm going to do the hole first, and that'll be that one. Get the coolant up out of here. I don't need that bucket on there anymore. Oh, man, that stuff's a mess. I hate messing with coolant. Damn, I hate it. All right, so that being said, that's all I got to do left with this guy. So here we go. Either way, looking good, huh? Very nice. This vape doesn't go. It don't go in there, I promise. It don't go in there. I promise you that. So these can go back up here. I don't need those in there for now. Put the battery back for the most part, and that's gonna be all sure for that. Yeah, so good luck to you. It ain't too bad. Now, because I like to be nice and clean about things, we'll wipe this guy down just a hair. Don't like leaving stuff messy for anyone. This hose blew up on him too, so give a little wipe down. Of course, get on something special to clean it up with later. That's for sure. Nothing to see. The secret. That's the secret though. So I'll come back once it's running properly. If I'm not back, you know what that means. Not a good idea. Something screwed up big time. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be back for sure. Let me go ahead though, get this cleaned up. You see how basically everything can go. Everything goes back in though, right? No rocket scientists. No rocket scientists work here. It's just all basic stuff from here on out. So you should have no issues at all. Not at all, not at all. Not at all. Not at all, not at all. Right here, I think is where this hose maybe goes. We'll have to see. Hope it doesn't run underneath that intake. Damn. I hope not. It could. That's what I said. There's no way that runs that far. Ain't no daggone way. Something runs there though. I'll figure it out. Oh well. All right. So that's why I didn't put it back on, but so tight. I figured I could be forgetting something. Like I said, everything's easy to come back off because how I do my work. Make sure it's done easy. I do know that. So, and there you go. There you have it. There you have it, boys and girls. Looking sexy. All right. I'm out. Peace. As always, like and subscribe. Or don't. I don't care. Peace.